You keep telling yourself you are just tired, that you'll start soon, that you're waiting for the right time. But deep down, you know that's not the real reason you're not doing what you're meant to do. You're not just tired. You're not just busy. You're hiding. Hiding behind the illusion of comfort, behind the noise of notifications, behind the glorified busyness that masks an inconvenient truth. You're being lazy. And the worst part is, you know it. Cut to black screen with one word appearing slowly. Why? Part 1. The lie we tell ourselves. Let's face something most people are too scared to admit. Laziness isn't the absence of effort, it's the misdirection of it. Scrolling social media for hours? That takes effort. Compulsively checking your phone? That takes effort. Avoiding responsibility masterfully? That's not just effort, that's strategy. You aren't lazy because you're weak. You're lazy because you haven't accepted the brutal reality of time. You think you have time. But here's the math. The average human life lasts 3,700 weeks. If you're 30 years old, you've already used up 1,500 of them. Gone. Forever. Do you feel that? That quiet panic blossoming in your chest? It should, because time isn't money. Money can be earned back. Time can't. Part 2, the phantom of potential. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're not making a plan. You're building a cage. You postpone your freedom in exchange for the comfort of today. Procrastination feels safe, but it's the most sophisticated self-sabotage. Dietrich Bonhoeffer warned that the ultimate test of moral society is the kind of world it leaves to its children. Let's flip that. The ultimate test of a fulfilled life is what you leave behind when you run out of tomorrows. Right now, there's a version of you screaming from the other side of potential. They've written the book. They've built the business. They've taken the journey. And every day you choose comfort, you walk away from them. You're not behind because you aren't lucky. You're behind because you're not honest. Part 3. The comfort zone is a coffin. Comfort isn't your friend. It's your captor. It doesn't hug you. It drugs you, numbs you, kills your ambition in quiet, polite doses. Nietzsche wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." But what happens when you have no why? You drown in noise, in likes, in updates, in meaningless motion disguised as progress. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Would you rather live a hard life chasing meaning, or an easy life filled with silent regret? Because that's what's coming. Not now, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you'll look back, and the pain will be unbearable. Not because of what happened, but because of what didn't. Part 4. Nobody's coming to save you. Still waiting for motivation to show up? For someone to believe in you? That's not coming. Nobody saves the man who waits. There's an old story. A farmer sees sparrows stealing his grain. His sons promise to help. They never come. He hires workers. They don't come either. So finally the farmer reaps the field by himself. And the sparrows fly away in fear of his sudden action. Your laziness is like those sparrows. It stays as long as you wait. The moment you move, it leaves. Part 5. The discipline of doing. Self-discipline isn't hard. What's hard is lying to yourself every night before bed, pretending you'll change, knowing tomorrow will be the same. Start small. Don't overthink it. Don't aim for perfect. Do just one hard thing today, and do it fast. The gym, the cold shower, the first chapter. The 5-minute rule. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. Because action is the cure. And procrastination is the disease. When in doubt, move. Don't feel like it? Move. Unmotivated? Move faster. The world doesn't reward thoughts. It rewards movement. Part 6. Be impatient with action, patient with results. What if I told you that being patient is also a trap? Because most people confuse patience with stagnation. You shouldn't wait to start. You should start and then wait for the results. Like the bamboo that doesn't break the soil for 4 years, growing deep roots, and then shoots up 60 feet in 6 weeks. Be like bamboo. Work underground. quietly, daily, then shock the world when it's too late for them to catch up. Part 7. Destroy distractions or be destroyed by them. You're not lazy, you're distracted. By 37 apps, by people with no ambition, by media that feeds fear over growth. Machiavelli warned that control isn't taken with force, it's taken with distraction. Every unimportant notification is a chain put on your brain. You know this, and yet you keep scrolling. You say you're tired, then watch 8 episodes without blinking. It's not energy you lack, it's direction. Multitasking is a myth. It's the reason planes crash, Mars missions fail, dreams die. One focus, one task, one mission. That's all it takes. Part 8. Rewrite the story. You've been hypnotized into thinking average is normal, that being mediocre is somehow safe. But here's the twist. Mediocrity is the most dangerous choice you can make because it guarantees you'll forget who you could have been. Plato believed we are born remembering, that somewhere deep within you is the memory of greatness. That's why you feel guilty for being lazy, because you know what's buried inside you. And now, you have a choice to keep numbing that voice, drowning it in comfort, or to listen, just for today, to do one brave thing today, then repeat that tomorrow and the next day, until your actions begin to scream louder than your fears. Final act, this too shall pass. The great Sufi story tells of a powerful king who asked his sages to inscribe a sentence that would help him through every season of life. After much deliberation, they inscribed, "This too shall pass." When you're overwhelmed by failure, remember, this too shall pass. When arrogant in success, remember this too shall pass. But when you're paralyzed by laziness, remind yourself, this life shall pass. Every second you waste is a second you've traded from your deathbed. That's not poetic, that's real. Closing thoughts. Here's the part no one wants to say out loud. Eventually you will die. And before that day comes, you will either do the thing you've been avoiding, or you will carry the weight of never having done it. That regret will be heavier than anything else. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for inspiration. Just move one step. Forward now. Now. Because the life you want is on the other side of your laziness. This too shall pass.